Welcome, everybody, to Dinging Corners, a baseball podcast powered by Slab Stocks. I'm your host, Nate, and today we're going to talk about Jasson Dominguez's first edition Bowman Chrome auto that was pulled. Now, many of you will have probably seen this if you're following along with our Instagram account. You'll notice that Aaron posted something on it the other day, and there was a green shimmer auto that was pulled and put up on eBay, and within the first 4 hours, it was up to $6,000. First 4 hours of auction on a 7-day auction, it was up to $6,000. It is now up to $16,900, which is a significant sum of money. So what we're going to do today is have a fun little exercise. We're going to go through three guys from three different major sports. So 3 guys from basketball, and 3 guys from baseball, and 3 guys from football. And we're going to try to find players that had cards within the last 2 weeks sell for close to $16,900. Obviously, it's a very random number. It's just the price that the card was at right now. I don't know if that card sells at that price. It could go up. It may not even get bought. It just may be, people messing with an auction, and that price isn't going to get paid. But for this exercise, let's pretend that price does get paid, $16,900. And then we're going to go and we're going to find 3 basketball players with card prices around that area, not necessarily going to be at $16,900 because it's such a big number. It's hard to find those in the last couple weeks for any specific player. But we're going to do that. We're going to look at 3 basketball players, 3 football players, and 3 baseball players. And then I'm going to rank them on who I would rather buy, which ones I'd rather buy instead of the Jasson Dominguez Green Shimmer. Before we get started, though, we should talk about the card a little bit. You will have noticed that if you look closely at the listing, these first edition autos are Bowman Chrome autos from Bowman Baseball that are going to be coming out, that they put a first edition stamp on and then put into the product. So this green shimmer out of 99 is a Bowman Chrome auto. It's not a first edition auto. It's a legit Bowman Chrome auto, but it has a first edition stamp on it. So now, if you're looking for Jasson Dominguez Green Shimmer autos, there's only going to be at least 98 left in circulation in Bowman Baseball. Now, how many they put in here? I'm sure they put a couple more, but I don't know how many cards they put in here. Maybe they only put one Jasson Dominguez auto in and it's been pulled. Maybe they put in 5. Maybe they put in 10. Maybe they put in 15. We don't know. All I know is that I feel like it would have been, if it was rare or less rare, there would be more that have been found, and they haven't been found yet. So it leads me to believe that this Jasson Dominguez auto is one of a handful, maybe, that's been in the first edition Bowman that came out. And so I understand the astronomical price. I don't really agree with it. I think it's ridiculous that people are paying this much for a green shimmer, even if it does have the first edition stamp. So it'll be interesting to track and see where because of this green shimmer having the first edition stamp, how much this price will be compared to green shimmers that come out in a couple of months when Bowman Baseball is finally released. So with that being said, let us dive right into our main subject for this podcast, and that is looking at 3 different guys from 3 different sports that are price equivalent for a card sold in the last 2 weeks. That is a price equivalent of the $16,900 for the green shimmer, and then I'm going to be ranking them on which ones I'd rather buy than this Jasson Dominguez card. So we're going to start with basketball, and right away we've got a 2005-2006 LeBron Topps Chrome Gold Refractor out of 99, BGS 9.5. This sold on May 13th, which was yesterday, for $14,100 on auction. Obviously, it's not a LeBron rookie at all, but it is a early career LeBron, and as you're seeing with all LeBron Prism cards right now, is that they're going up no matter, and especially Prism numbered cards, is that they're going up no matter what year, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2012 specifically. But they're all going up no matter the year because it's LeBron and it's numbered cards. And this is no different with this Topps Chrome from 05-06. Not his rookie year, a couple years after his rookie year, but Topps Chrome Gold Refractor out of 99, BGS 9.5. going for $14,100 yesterday. And that is, you can get a really nice LeBron card for $2,800 less than you could this Jasson Dominguez. This Jasson Dominguez that it's at right now, it's still got a number of days left, so it could go even higher. Number 2 on the list is a 1986-1987 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie, PSA 9. This also sold May 13th, which was yesterday, for $12,600. So you could either get, obviously, Michael Jordan, the cream of the crop for basketball, or you could get Jasson Dominguez, who is the highest touted prospect, international prospect we've had in a long time, if ever. But he hasn't played in the majors. He hasn't played in the minors. And so it's really just off of hype from, Dominican or wherever Jasson Dominguez is from. I should know that, but I don't. So Fleer Michael Jordan PSA 9, obviously PSA 10s go for the $50,000, $60,000 range. PSA 9 is going for $12,600. But still, you can get your hands on a Fleer Michael Jordan rookie, one of the most iconic cards of all time, if not the most iconic card of all time. Or you can get and save $4,000, or you can get your hands on Jasson Dominguez's first auto. I think I know which one I'm going with. Number 3 on the list is Giannis Antetokounmpo Prism Rookie Black Label. So there was a black label that ended on May 11th for $12,200. Obviously, black labels are insane, really hard to get. You probably don't see a ton of them. And so this is a very rare card of a player that is going to probably win his second MVP. Maybe they give it to LeBron. Should they give it to LeBron is another debate. Does LeBron deserve credit for being 35 to get the MVP, even though Giannis is a better player right now? Probably not. Will he get that credit because he's 35? Probably. But that's for another time and another podcast. This one is just about the card prices, and if it's a better price than Jasson Dominguez Green Shimmer Auto for $1,690 or $16,900. And I would say Giannis Antetokounmpo Prism Rookie Black Label for $12,200 is a much better buy than this Jasson Dominguez. So there's our 3 basketball guys, 3 cards within the last 3 days that have ended at least $2,000 or more less than this Jasson Dominguez is right now. And they're all-time greats. LeBron and Michael Jordan are obviously 1 and 2 in whichever order you prefer. It should be Michael Jordan. I hate to say it, but it should be Michael Jordan and then LeBron. But, if you prefer LeBron over Michael Jordan, that's fine. And then Giannis is up and coming. He won an MVP last year. He might win an MVP this year. They were looking like he was going to win the finals or get to the finals. So Giannis is looking like an all-time great. And so you have that option too, where Giannis is already an all-time great, or Jasson Dominguez, who hasn't played in the minors yet. Moving on to football, we have a Patrick Mahomes 2017 Optic Gold Hollow Rookie Auto out of 10, PSA 9. So obviously anytime you can get a gold card from Panini, you know it's out of 10 and you know it's going to be good, Optic or Prism. This Patrick Mahomes 2017 Optic Gold Hollow Rookie Auto ended on May 2nd for $10,000. It was a buy it now. Pretty good price there if you're really looking into Mahomes. I mean, $10,000 for one of his best, his probably second, third best Optic auto you can get ever. And $10,000 for a guy that just won an MVP 2 years ago, won the Super Bowl last year, won the Super Bowl MVP this year. And so you're looking at an all-time great. He's got Andy Reid for a while. That offense is not going to slow down anytime soon. Tom Brady has left for the NFC. It looks like all he has is Lamar Jackson in his way for the most part. And so he could be a guy that wins 2 to 3 Super Bowls within the next 5 years. I wouldn't be shocked. And you're looking at $10,000 for an Optic Gold Auto. That could be the type of card that ends up being $100,000 in 20 years. And you can get it for $10,000 now, or you can get the green shimmer for $16,900. Pretty easy choice. Number 5 on our list is Tom Brady 2000 Bowman Chrome Rookie PSA 10. I took 2 of them. This is a little bit of cheating, but I took 2 sales because there wasn't a ton of huge Tom Brady sales that equaled to $16,900 or something close to it. Even over just $10,000, there wasn't really any of that. So I took two Bowman Chrome rookies, PSA 10s, and the prices were with shipping. This is the only one I added shipping on: $6,107 and $6,018 for a total of $12,125. And this was on May 13th. Both these sold on May 13th. So a little bit of a kind of an outlier, if you will, is that these were the last two sales, and they were the most expensive sales we've seen in a while. A lot of them have been in the $4,500, $5,000 range, and they've been slowly creeping up. I don't know if these are super legit. Somebody might just have a bunch of them and be trying to raise the price on other people by buying a bunch if they have got a ton of disposable income. But if these are legit sales, number one, the people that have been buying earlier in the winter for $2,000, $3,000 are sitting pretty. Number two, you're still saving $4,000 off of what the price of the Jasson Dominguez is for two Bowman Chrome rookies of the best PSA 10s of the best quarterback to ever live. Really good price there compared to the Jasson Dominguez. I don't know if I'd want to be spending $6,000 right now on a Tom Brady Bowman Chrome rookie because of how much cheaper it was a couple months ago. And when a card raises like $3,000 in like 2 months, it's a little scary. I don't know if I'd want to buy it, but compared to the Jasson Dominguez, really good price. Number 6 on the list, and our last NFL player, is Lamar Jackson. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is the second most exciting player in the NFL behind Patrick Mahomes. Probably the most exciting player in the NFL behind, in front of Patrick Mahomes, but the second best quarterback behind Mahomes. And I cheated here a little bit too. I took two of his cards. So we had a 2018 Contenders Acetate Rookie Auto out of 10. You know, the acetate, the clear rookie. And that sold for $3,500. Buy it now on May 10th, which was 4 days ago. And then I took a Lamar Jackson 2018 Prism Gold Rookie out of 10, BGS 9.5. And that sold buy it now on May 2nd for $5,000. So that was just under 2 weeks ago from today's date, May 14th. So you combine those both, and you get two cards out of 10, one from Prism, one from Contenders. One's an auto, one is graded BGS 9.5, and you're spending $8,500, which is almost exactly half of the price of the Jasson Dominguez, what the Jasson Dominguez is right now, as we're recording this podcast. Now, as you're listening to this, you might go look it up and say, oh man, this is, $18,000. Well, it might be $18,000 later today. It might be $18,000 tomorrow. But as we're recording this at 12:40 Central Time on May 14th, it was at $16,900. So almost exactly half the Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, these 2 out of 10 cards would cost you half the price of Jasson Dominguez Green Shimmer. I will take that all day long. I will definitely take these Lamar Jackson cards and save $8,500 or $8,400 instead of taking this one Jasson Dominguez card. Moving on to baseball, we've got Mike Trout, 2009 Bowman Chrome First Auto, BGS 9.5. And this went on May 11th for $13,300. So you can get the best player in baseball. Obviously, it's not a green auto. It's not out of 99. And people don't really like green autos. People don't really like green shimmer autos, especially. And so, that's not too bad of a deal. Not getting a numbered auto for Mike Trout, but getting it for $13,300. So this May 11th, $13,300 for Mike Trout, the best player in baseball, going to go down as a top 3 player all time. Him, Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, those 3 guys in some order. It's going to be for probably the rest of the time. And so you could get that and save $3,600 off of the price of this Jasson Dominguez right now. That's an easy choice. Take the best player in baseball. I know he hasn't made the playoffs a ton, only once really. And I know people are kind of like, ugh. But this year, you got Ohtani healthy, you got Trout, you got Upton healthy, you got David Fletcher healthy. You just brought in a couple different guys in the offseason. So we're looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty good with the Angels. They got Joe Adell coming up. And so we'll see what happens there for playoffs. But Mike Trout, $13,300. I'll take that all day long. The next baseball player on the list is Ronald Acuna Jr. I didn't take a card down. It's a little bit of a cheating here, but I said take your pick because every single Ronald Acuna card in the last 3 months on eBay sales data, for eBay sales data, is under $16,900, except for one Bowman Chrome Purple Auto out of 250 that was a black labeled BGS 10 black label, and that sold for $19,000. Every other card, golds, oranges, orange shimmers, gold shimmers, everything was under $16,900. So you can either have Ronald Acuna Jr., a graded auto that is numbered less than this green shimmer, like gold shimmer autos out of 50. So this Jasson Dominguez is a green shimmer, non-graded, out of 99. You can get for $16,900, and it has a first edition stamp on it. Whoa! Or you can get a gold shimmer Ronald Acuna out of 50, BGS 95, PSA 10 for like $5,900, $6,000. You can get that. You can get 2 of them. You can almost get 3 of them for the price of this one Jasson Dominguez. I'll take that all day long. I'll take 3 of those. So you can take your pick on any Ronald Acuna card. You can add multiple Ronald Acuna cards together, and you still won't hit the $16,900. And Ronald Acuna is one of those guys that might hit 40-40 again this year, might hit 50-50. Sky's the limit for him. He looks like he's going to be the best player in baseball whenever Mike Trout's prime ends up winding down. Ronald Acuna is going to take up the mantle as the best player in baseball, and it's going to be fun to watch, and it would be fun for you to own, 3 really nice Ronald Acuna cards for the price of one Jasson Dominguez. And then last on the list, I added Wander Franco in here. Obviously, he's the number 1 prospect. He's extremely, extremely hyped. He's not on the Yankees like Jasson Dominguez, but he is amazing, and we already have seen what he can do in the minors, unlike Jasson Dominguez. And his Bowman Chrome True Blue First Auto out of 150, PSA 10, went for $4,000 on May 4th. There was a BGS 95 that went for like $31.50 this month, $32.50, something like that. True Blue Autos out of 150 are always way more sought after than greens. Anyways, I know the print run is 51 cards higher, but people like the blues way more than they like the greens. They especially like the blues way more than they like the green shimmers. And yet you have the number 1 prospect in baseball. And I know he's not on the Yankees. He's on the Rays. That's a big, if Wander Franco was on the Yankees, you'd be looking at this True Blue and probably it's $10,000. But it's not. He's on the Rays. But the point still stands that you could get 4 of these True Blue PSA 10s for the price of one green shimmer Jasson Dominguez card right now, and have a little money left over in the bank. And so it's insane. He hasn't played in the minor leagues. He hasn't played in the MLB, and yet his first auto out is way, way higher than the number 1 prospect in baseball. It's absurd. So that is the final MLB player. We went through 3 NBA, we went through 3 NFL, and we went through 3 MLB players. Obviously, a lot of them are all-time greats. LeBron's an all-time great. Michael Jordan is an all-time great. Giannis is an all-time great. Tom Brady's an all-time great. Patrick Mahomes looks like he's going to be an all-time great. Lamar Jackson could be an all-time great. Not ready to say that yet. Mike Trout is an all-time great. Ronald Acuna looks like he could be an all-time great. And Wander Franco, too early to tell, but at least he's done well in the minors compared to Jasson Dominguez, who hasn't played in the minors yet. So there's our guys. Cream of the crop for a who's who. And all of these guys, you can get cards, really, really, really nice cards, for less than what this green shimmer is going for. If I was going to rank these cards, just a little bit of a quick ranking system, I definitely take the LeBron James Gold Refractor out of 99 from 05-06 Topps Chrome first. 14-100, LeBron is amazing. In 20 years, when he comes out with his documentary, you'll be really excited to have this card in 20 years when you have these 15-year-olds to 25-year-olds with starting to get disposable income when they're in their 30s and 40s, and they are looking into cards and they have $20,000 to spend and they can buy LeBron. Here you go. It's what is happening to Michael Jordan right now is going to happen to LeBron in 20 years. I would bet my last dollar on it. Number 2 on my list is the Mike Trout 2009 Bowman Chrome First Auto BGS 9510 for $13,300. That just seems like a really good deal compared to the Jasson Dominguez. He is the best player in baseball. He's going to be the best player in baseball for years. He's going to go down as a top 3 baseball player of all time. And you can get his card and still have $3,000 left over. I'll take that all day long. Number 3 on the list is the Patrick Mahomes 2017 Optic Gold Hollow Rookie Auto out of 10, PSA 9. I'm taking that one third because he looks like he's primed and ready to win multiple Super Bowls. And what happens when we check back in 6 years and he has 3 Super Bowls under his belt and 2 or 3 MVPs, and all of a sudden this Optic Gold Hollow that was $10,000 on May 2nd, 2020 is $25,000 on May 2nd, 2030. Number 4 on the list is Giannis Antetokounmpo Prism Rookie Black Label. I'm taking that one. Black Label, obviously, Giannis looks like he's about to win another MVP. I'm sure he will win a championship or 2 in his lifetime, whether that's with the Bucks or with another team. I hope it's with the Bucks. Please be with the Bucks. But if it's not, I'm sure he'll win another championship, and he's probably going to win another couple MVPs. I wouldn't be shocked if he ended his career with 4 or 5 MVPs under his belt and is going to be a top 10 player in NBA history. Would not be shocked. So you're getting your chance to get a rookie black label. I'll take that for $12,200, and I'll keep the other $4,500 in my pocket for something else, maybe a Wander Franco True Blue if I want to do an all-time great and a little baseball on top. Number 5 on the list is the Michael Jordan rookie PSA 9 Fleer for $12,600. That ended on May 13th. Obviously, some of you are probably asking yourselves, why would you take the best basketball player in the history of the world and probably the most well-known athlete in the history of the world and put him 5th? And the only reason I do that is because with the documentary coming out right now, we've seen these prices explode. What happens when the documentary goes away? Do the prices go down a little bit and you can get it a little cheaper? And then they continue to steadily climb years and years and years later as it gets older and older and older. I don't know. I don't know what happens there. But I'm not willing to find out by putting it all here in front of these other cards since there's so much hype surrounding Michael Jordan right now. So I'm taking him 5th. He's the best athlete on this list, but 5th on the list because of other circumstances. Number 6 on the list is the 2 Tom Brady Bowman Chrome rookie PSA 10s. I know he's the best quarterback in NFL history, but he's 6th on the list here because I think the prices are a little bit high. I don't know if they're $6,000 cards. I think somebody just might be messing with the listings. And so if you can get them cheaper, if you can get them for the $4,500, $5,000 range, all of a sudden you can get a whole extra card in there. And fit into that $16,900 range. You could get 3 instead of 2. So I'm putting him 6th because of the price range here that I don't think is accurate. But if they go down a little bit, he's moving up the list. Number 7 on the list is Ronald Acuna Jr. I say this because Ronald Acuna is the best up-and-coming young player in the league. He does it all. He steals bases. He hits home runs. He hits for average. He gets on base. He plays good defense. He's on an up-and-coming Braves team, which is a big metropolitan area in Atlanta. So he's got it all. And I would take any combination of his cards to equal $16,900 above Jasson Dominguez. So he's 7th on the list. He's 7th because he just hasn't done enough yet. 10 years down the line, 7th might look foolish. He probably should be 1st. Number 8 on the list is the Lamar investment of the Contenders Acetate Auto out of 10 and the Prism Gold Rookie out of 10 for $8,500. He's number 8 on the list. I really like Lamar Jackson, but I don't want to go off of just 1 year. While he looked amazing and he won the MVP, give me another year where he looks good, and then I'll be more comfortable to move him up the list. But until that point, 8 on the list. And then number 9, obviously, Wander Franco, first Bowman Chrome First Blue Auto for $4,000. There's nobody else that could be number 9. He hasn't played professionally yet. He's played in the minor leagues, but he hasn't played in the majors like everyone else on this list, or in the NFL or in the NBA type of thing. So Wander Franco's last, but he is looking really good. And if you follow all his scouting tools and stuff, and his stats, go to Fangraphs, look at it. He's the real deal. He's incredible. He should be above average shortstop with above average speed, above average power, above average contact. He can do it all. I wouldn't be shocked if he is a guy that hits 330 and puts up 1,000 OPSs every year from shortstop while winning Gold Gloves. Wouldn't shock me. $4,000 in 6 years may be way too low for this. But for right now, Wander Franco, 9th. And then 10th on the list, I know we didn't cover 10 players, but 10th on the list, Jasson Dominguez. And really not even 10th, because there's way more guys that I did not cover that I would rather have than this Jasson Dominguez green shimmer auto for $16,900. But 10th on the list, Jasson Dominguez, I would not be able to justify spending that amount of money. Even though I really like Jasson Dominguez, he's extremely exciting. He's on the Yankees. All his buddies call him the Martian. He's the highest rated international prospect in years. But $16,900, you can have all that. You can be in the biggest metropolitan area in the U.S., and yet $16,900 is $16,900, and I don't care if it has a first edition stamp or not. I'm sure that will affect the prices in the future, and that card will be more sought after than the regular green shimmers. But I still can't justify buying that when we haven't seen him play in the minor leagues over any of these guys on my list over here. So I hope you enjoyed this little exercise of a podcast here. I still like the Bowman First Editions, and I think they're going to be hot commodities years and years down the line. I think they'll go down a little bit when Bowman Baseball comes out, but I think they'll be a hot commodity years and years in the future. That being said, $16,900 for a green shimmer, not even a regular green shimmer, and people don't even like real greens, is insane. I would never pay that price for Jasson Dominguez, and there's so many guys that you can get that are really good and proven for a better price and still keep money in your pocket. So I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Thank you for listening to Dinging Corners today, and I will talk to you again next time.